Hello, it's Trudy here from Duets Couples Therapy. Today I thought I'd like to have a little chat with you about the 3 negative cycles that many couples get into when their relationship is in distress. And a lot of couples think they're the only ones who are fighting like this. All their friends seem happy. You know, very often we don't really know what's going on in other people's relationships. But you can trust me on this. There are generally 3 very predictable patterns that when couples get into crisis, they fall into one of these negative cycles. See if you can recognize your relationship in any of these 3 cycles I'm going to tell you about now. The first one is we call it find the bad guy, or blame. So it's when couples engage in fighting that is mutually blaming. It's, you did this and that's why I did that, and if you didn't do that, I wouldn't do that. And they just go around and around in circles, fighting and arguing and defending and quickly thinking of the next attack move they can make. So find the bad guy is a very exhausting cycle of interaction, as you can imagine. So many couples don't stay in it for long. The sad thing is, if they don't learn how to heal it and talk about it and understand it, they sometimes fall into the second cycle of interaction just because the first one is so exhausting. And this one is when one partner decides to shut down. They've had enough of the fighting. They kind of withdraw, they back off. It relates to the freeze or flee cycle reaction that we all have biologically. The first conversation, find the bad guy, is of course the fight or fight reaction to danger, and that's why we engage in that often first. But when we've had enough of that, we fall into the second conversation, and one partner will often just shut down, withdraw, try to stop the fighting that way. They're just plain tired of it. What this does, though, is usually leave one partner feeling very sad and very alone, and they realise that, hey, they're not fighting with me anymore, they're not engaging with me anymore. I've lost even that, because sometimes negative communication, negative attention is better than none at all. That partner then often initiates even more arguments. They begin to criticise and nag and make these bids for connection, but in a very negative way. And the withdrawing partner doesn't know what to do, but of course what they do is they withdraw, they shut down even more. And that leaves the pursuing partner, the one who's really desperate for some connection, who's trying hardest to get the connection back again. That leaves them even angrier, more frustrated, and they tend to fight, criticise in a bid to get some kind of reaction from their partner. The third cycle of negative interaction is a sad one, because when couples reach that point, they're very lost, and it can mean they're coming to the end of their relationship. And this one is a withdraw cycle. It's when even the partner in the last cycle has become so tired of trying to reach their withdrawn partner that they too give up. They shut down and they withdraw. So now you've got 2 partners who are not even really talking to each other. Yes, they're often, ironically, quite polite with each other at this stage. They'll talk about logistical, pragmatic matters. They won't even really be fighting much. But the sad thing is they feel lost, they feel alone, and they've lost their connection. So this is really a very sad state of affairs, and this is a couple in serious crisis. I wonder if you recognise yourself in any of these conversations. Remember, it's normal for all couples to get into some of these cycles from time to time, but a healthily attached, secure, happy couple will know how to repair it. They'll know how to go to the other partner, give them a hug, apologise, have a laugh, talk about it, and it won't stay in that cycle. But when couples have reached a cycle that they can't get out of, that self-perpetuates, that's when you really do need some therapy. I hope you found this helpful. Until next time, bye for now.